Thank you, Mr. Chairman. As we all know, we were told that what could never happen did happen. We were told that if the unimaginable happened, we had a fail-safe mechanism that would make certain there would be no harm. And of course, the tragedy is that these assurances prove wrong. Pardon me. And we're learning one of the reasons that they're wrong. Drillers have been relying on the device known as the blowout preventer, and in theory, it's designed to shear off the pipe and completely close the well, as you all well know, in the event of a catastrophe like a Deepwater Horizon. Mr. McKay, I want to quote from your testimony. You say, and I quote, "The blowout preventer was to be fail-safe in case of an accident." Is that correct? You were counting on that blowout preventer as the last line of defense?
That is considered the last line of defense, yes.
Okay, I want to ask you about that and the basis for that reliance. As you know, we received a document that was part of our investigation called the Blowout Preventer Assurance Analysis. This was something that you had, BP had. It was commissioned in March of 2001. The risk assessment of the blowout preventer of the Horizon rig identifies 260 different failure modes. In this, it says specifically includes over 20 that pose high or very high risk on the blowout preventer. It describes the potential failure of the blowout preventer to unlatch from the riser, the failure of rams to close, the failure to shear pipe as examples of the many possible, quote, high consequence failures of the blowout preventer. And these are exactly the type of problems that led to the uncontrolled leak on the Deepwater Horizon. So the question I have is if BP had a report that it commissioned for a review of the safety mechanism of the blowout preventer, and it contains 260 failure modes, under what construction of the English language is a device with 260 failure modes fail-safe?
I'm sorry, I'm not familiar with that report. And is that a BP requested report?
It's an RB Falcon Deepwater Horizon BOP assurance report that's dated March of 2001, and it literally lays out
that may
failure
be a Transocean
modes.
Report.
Well, we'll get that to you, because what it does specifically outline are anticipated problems with the blowout preventer. We also learned about other critical problems with the blowout preventers. One problem was as we understand it, they can't cut joints in the drill pipe. And as I understand it, those are referred to as tool joints. Mr. Moore, you made this blowout preventer, and let me ask, is it correct that it was not designed to cut joints in the drill pipe?
No, it is not.
So this is not a minor risk, because we've been told that the pipe joints can take up to about 10% of the pipe's length. Does that sound about right to you?
That's correct.
So basically, we've got a blowout preventer that won't work on 10% of the mechanism it's supposed to operate on. You know, there were multiple failures that led to the disaster in the Gulf, and one of the most critical, obviously, was that the blowout preventer on the Deepwater Horizon just didn't work. And BP and Transocean were relying on the device as if it was the ultimate fail-safe, even though there was a report in March of 2001 outlining 260 separate failure modes. Obviously, we're all now left, and most importantly, the folks who live in the Gulf region, to deal forever with the consequences of this catastrophe. Mr. Chairman, I yield back.